So, what do you think? It took me about 3.5 hours to make this. It's a all leather case for my MacBook Air. Made everything, including the die. The red turned out a little too red. I just wanted to give a highlight to this area, but that's okay. Everything is unique, definitely. Sewed it by hand, punched it by hand, cut it by hand, dyed it, including cut the strapping. I did all the strapping and punching. And on the back side, this is actually meant to be worn cross-body, just to hold the MacBook Air. I've also got a lining on the inside, so the inside of these brass rivets don't actually scratch the MacBook Air. But I wanted this sort of a two-tone antique finish. This is 8-ounce leather. You know, we don't make stuff anymore. We just all buy... I kind of don't like planned obsolescence crap, but we have to buy that. But I mean, everything is got a self-destruct in it that we buy these days. It's just a cookie cutter crap. And of course, nobody can build like a MacBook, right? Well, we can, but I mean, the parts are still made somewhere else. I mean, I used to build computers, but that didn't mean I made the processors, obviously. Went with a ring and hook on the latching. So, what do you think? Too tacky? Or what? It's hard to do that one-handed. It's pretty good. Fits perfectly. Took me about 3.5 hours to make it. Cut the 1-inch strapping. Also used solid copper rivets. So, it's not perfect, but it's original, right? Most people couldn't make something like... Oh, I decided I'd make a few... These are easy to make. Took about 10 minutes a piece to make these. These are mouse pads, all leather mouse pads. I was going to give a few away to some buddies. I'm going to send them my custom mouse pad. This is, by the way, this is the exact same leather I used to make this case. This was originally this color, so it went from this color to this. That's why it looks like I've been digging around in a poo pile. Even the way I wore gloves. I think it turned out really nice. I'll actually try to build something in my head. I'm always building something in my head. It's a great relaxation thing to sit there and do leather working. It is for me, because it's hard to rest my brain. Hard to rest my brain. I'm always thinking about 1,000 things at once. When you concentrate on one thing, then you're able to, at least I can, rest my brain for a little while. It fits perfect. Yep. Used waxed nylon for the stitching. Could have been more perfect, but, you know, the red should have been a little toned down more. I should have diluted the red a little bit more, but it's okay. It'll actually fade in. So, yep. It's perfect. Obviously, it doesn't hold anything other than my MacBook Air, but, yep, there we go. Thank you so much for watching. I'm translating part of the day, working on the house. I needed a mental break. For some reason, leatherworking is a mental break. I think everybody has something they do for a mental break. I think it's for chicks. It's like they make a bubble bath, and then they soak in the bubble bath, drinking champagne and watching... I don't know. I don't know what they watch. I don't know. That's a generalization, but... it's probably fairly accurate. Anyway, someone's going to say, oh my god, why did I watch this video? There's nothing in this video. Well, those are the videos I specialize in. Just kidding. God's sakes, it's the weekend. Everybody needs a mental break. This is my mental break. Fits perfectly. I'm actually glad I made it. It's been a long time since I didn't build something in my head and that didn't turn out exactly right. I go over everything in my head over and over again. Could have been more perfect, but it's perfect. Close to perfect anyway. Well, see you make one, huh? You make one. Thank you for watching. This was my stroll down the road, video-wise.